George Galloway has erupted in fury after France blocked UK lorries at the port of Dover because of fears the new strain of coronavirus could spread to the continent. The Scottish politician, broadcaster and writer tweeted, "When Netherlands, Belgium, and France folded like a cheap tent before Hitler's blitzkrieg, we were for a time left standing alone. The fascists were at the Channel ports and the founders of the SNP were collaborating with the enemy. London's burning I don't care," wrote their poet. Scottish poet Hugh MacDermott penned the lines that Mr. Galloway has referred to, and is considered a champion of the Scottish independence movement, as he helped found the Scottish Nationalist Party. One of the poet's letters from the early 1940s was discovered where he wrote, "On balance, I regard the Axis powers, though more violently evil for the time being, less dangerous than our own government in the long run and indistinguishable in purpose." Mr. Galloway's wrath has also been directed north of the border to Nicola Sturgeon's government in Holyrood that has implemented a strict travel ban preventing people from travelling over the Scottish border. In defiance, Mr. Galloway claimed on Twitter he would cross the border on Monday. He added, "Sturgeon won't stop me." Mr. Galloway was supported in his attack on the EU nations that have imposed the latest UK travel ban by one of his Twitter followers who said, "The EU is trying to blackmail us by stopping trade under the guise of coronavirus, whilst the SNP acolytes rub their nationalistic hands with glee." However, a Twitter follower of Mr. Galloway reminded him, "The UK did not stand alone. Canada and other Commonwealth countries stood with you from the start. In the 70s the UK turned to Europe and away from the Commonwealth nations that had stood with it." Another responded saying, "The only thing that stopped us also folding like a cheap tent was the Channel. Your point on the SNP is correct though. France has imposed a travel ban on the UK that has resulted in a complete shutdown of the port of Dover, causing long freight queues, miles and supply chain disruptions. The port of Dover has today said the ferry terminal will be closed to all traffic leaving the UK. France has claimed the new restrictions are due to the discovery of a mutation of the original pure strain of the coronavirus. This deadly new variant of coronavirus has been found to be much more easily spread. Industry leaders from the trade and transportation sectors have signaled deep concerns that the ban imposed by Paris will have a dangerous disruptive effect on food and goods supply chains across the UK.